Hello, very good evening to one and all present here. Respected Principal Dr. Senthil Raj sir, respected Professor in charge, my guru, my philosopher, my well-wisher Dr. Shaktir Murugan sir, Professor in charge, my friend Professor Chandrakala ma'am, Training and Placement Officer, Dr. Jagdishan sir, Placement Convener and Head Department of Computer Science, Dr. Rajesh, Coordinator, Head Department of Corporate Secretaryship, Professor Karnagaran sir, Assistant Coordinator and Head Department of Mathematics, all teaching and non-teaching staff, and my dear young aspirants of DB Jain College. So first of all, I would like to thanks for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to share my insights on the topic which was given by your placement officer, that is expectation versus reality of students on employability. So myself, Ganapati, I am heading Department of Corporate Secretaryship at SA College of Arts and Science. So coming back to the topic, very good topic which was given by your placement officer. So expectation versus reality. So I'm just moving on to the next slide is whenever I go to any class, my first question is to the students is what is your expectation? That is expectation after completing your graduation. You may go for any different kinds of jobs. So I when I joined in DB Jain College as a placement officer in the year 2011, I used to go for an placement awareness session. So when I go to each and every final year class, my first question is what is your expected salary? And I can receive the students' replies at that point of time. I'm talking about 2011-12. The students' expectation are 20,000 plus or even 25 or 30 plus. So even now, when anywhere I go, I'll ask this question to the students, and which is most of the students, their expectations are very higher than what is prevailing in the market. So I'll come back to this slide once again, and just moving on to the next slide. So there are next my question to the students is there are different areas of job profiles out there, like BCom students, they may go for different fields like accounting and finance, production, purchase, marketing, HR, operations, kind of thing, and IT also there. And most of the students, they don't prefer a particular kind of nature of the job. uh, so sales and marketing, when I ask the question, because when we conducted a placement drive in our in DB Jain College during the year 11, 12 and 13, if we take an example of any marketing company which are coming for a job fair or a placement drive, on that particular day around very few students will participate in the session in the campus drive. When I so almost more than 800 to 900 students pursuing final year, out of which only very few students, say maybe less than 50 students, are interested in this marketing job. So on the next day, I used to go to the class and ask, what's the reason why you didn't come for this placement drive? And most of the students, they would have first telling their answer is like targets. Like the target, every process, every nature of the job, you will be having a targets. Once you join an organization after the induction program, you will be given with a paper which gives you a list of objectives, what to attain during the next 6 months. So based on the attainment of your objectives alone, your performance appraisal will go on. So anywhere, any process, even in education sector or any industry, you can take, there is a targets out there. So that is what my answer is for this question. And the students, they keep on telling that we have to travel a lot. So my answer to this question is networking. See, network is you will be getting different. You get an opportunity to interact with more number of people, whether it is a top management, middle level, or lower level management. You will be meeting a different kind of people, and when you interact, when you keep on interacting more with the other persons, your communication skill will keep on improving. At the initial stage, at the initial stage of your this profile kind of thing, marketing job, you face a lot of challenges, because like most of the students, they do not prefer to talk in English, because that is where the lack of communication prevails. So at the initial stage you face a lot of difficulties. When keep on moving, when after the 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, you can see the transformation on you. And very importantly, you can easily convince the people. One of the important nature of this job, to convince the people to buy the product. So you will get those part of nature which is very much required for your near future. So next, again, I'm just keep on. I want to talk more on this marketing, because only not only traveling alone is not a forming part of this process. You also have a system work where you can sit and work on the system. I can say it's a pre-sales and marketing division out there. I can take an example of automobile industry, because I worked in a private MNC organization, where I worked in marketing and sales division, which is totally system work. So what is this pre-marketing? Suppose if I want to if I want to roll out of a new car from the production unit, at least it will take you have to pre-work for at least less than there is 11 months before the actual production starts. So you have to work before, prior to the production, before 11 months. So what the process is all about? So mainly when you take a car, you have so many of the, like more than 5,000 to 6,000 parts are which is available in the car. So you have to look out for the suppliers, from where you are going to get the supplier, and according to your specification they have to supply. So that is where the pre-sales which all comes under this part, and fixing the price for each and every product. Price file maintenance team will be there, which is forming part of marketing. And coming to post marketing, again there are system works where I can take an example of I can take an example of e-commerce portal, like in the sense you have online purchasing, Flipkart, Amazon, a lot of online purchasing portals are there. Suppose if I am logging onto the Flipkart and I am just looking out for a particular brand, particular product. Say for example, I'm going to check out for a cell phone, mobile phone. There are a lot of brands are there, Nokia, Samsung. So when I keep on just clicking on that particular Samsung, Nokia, or Motorola, or any mobile, whatever the click which I am taking place in the system, which will be recorded at the back end, which is forming part of internet configuration team. There is a team called internet configuration, which comes under post marketing. It's totally a system work. So you have to identify how many people have clicked on this Samsung, how many clicks happened, and how many purchases was happened. This is what the internet configuration team will do. And after that, there is a concept called web analytics. The internet configuration will take this data and hand over to web analytics team, and in turn the web analytics team, they do some sort of market analysis. Why this much of click, and the people bought only very less number, and which product having a more clicks, and how many products have been purchased. See, those part of analysis will be done by the web analytics team, and this is also forming part of marketing. So like like marketing, it's not only traveling but also there are some system desk work will be there. So don't without knowing what is marketing, please do not assume that you have to travel alone. There are I have taken only, I have given you only two to three marketing jobs, like in the sense pre-marketing. There is the identifying the suppliers, price file maintenance, internet configuration, web analytics, and also you have multiple number of opportunities which are prevailing in the marketing with the system work. So I'm moving on to the next slide. So next time, just want to very important part during your during your career at degree, when you are pursuing your degree, the some of the skills that are really very much required, that is MS Office skills. See, anywhere, any organization, you have to learn this MS Office. There are a lot of features out there, like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. We are just using only less than 5% of the features in Word, Excel, and to some extent in PowerPoint. There are a lot of features which are available. There are online courses out there, free courses out there. Even you have a help a button which is available in the particular Word or Excel, where you can search for it. So MS Office, Excel, Office skills are very much required for any kind of job. So I request everyone to go through this online course for about this MS Office. And typewriting skills is just an optional. And career oriented courses, I just come back again. The next slide, I'm just going to talk about this career oriented courses. And very importantly nowadays, like the online NPTEL Swayam, which is offered by UGC ACTE, which is very much required, which is also mandatory for teachers and also students. So I just want to highlight over here, because when it get launched, the NPTEL Swayam in DB Jain College, particularly Department of Mathematics, students have undergone this course at the initial phase of this NPTEL. So most of the students have passed, and also they got a 5-star grade. So special thanks to Professor Karnagaran, Head Department of Mathematics, for his efforts. And communication skills, again, everywhere you go, like without communication you will not be recognized. The only thing here I want to insist is previous, when I joined in DB Jain as a placement, DB Jain College as a placement officer, we used to conduct very few trainings, like 1 or 2 trainings, and very few students participate in those training due to this lack of awareness among placements. But now I can see a lot of transformation which was happened in Department of Training and Placement cell at DB Jain College, because the placement officer Professor Chandrakala has given her effort like anything, because she's having a tie-up with a lot of organization, and also she has organizing like Mahendra Pride scholarship which she has brought in, and most of the students got benefited. Not only Mahindra Pride but also a lot of organization, TCS, and much more to add on. So special thanks to her. I request the students to utilize these opportunities and make yourself knowledgeable and more communicative, because when it comes for an interview process, you easily clear this aptitude training. Again, aptitude which is given, a lot of trainings which is given by your placement officer. And the next round will be your group discussion, technical round, HR round. All such 3 rounds you need your very good communication skills. I'm not there is the company, the HR is not expecting an hi-fi English. They expect a very basic English, that alone is sufficient. So a lot of skills you need to improve, your leadership skills and decision making skills, and strategic thinking, creative thinking, problem solving. These are the skill set which at the initial phase it's not required, but once you join an organization, these types of skills are very much required, and you have to inculcate those skills. So moving on to the next slide, this is career oriented courses. There are a lot of courses which are available online, and most I have just listed a very few. Tally, I think, which all the colleges which is having this model in their curriculum itself. A lot of ERP models are there, and like IT people, artificial intelligence, machine language, blockchain, virtual reality, a lot of things have come up, and just try to learn the basics. That is very, very important. As I said, the aptitude training, interview techniques, like how to face an interview, and what all the expected questions from the HR, and very importantly, so these are the very basics, and I can say the etiquette are very much you know required for any individual. Simply I can say telephone etiquette or email etiquette. First I can go for this email ethics. When you writing a mail, all letters which is displayed in a capital letter, which specifies that you are scolding the person, the person who is going to receive the email. If you send anything in a capital letter which represents that you are scolding him or her, so don't use the capital letters when you draft a email, or any red color, red which represents that you are alerting. So these are the very there are a lot of things that I have taken very few. And telephone etiquette, again, the very important is paraphrasing. What is this paraphrasing? Because once after joining the job, you have to interact with your customers. Might be they might be in outside India as well, like Australia or UK or America or any across the globe. You got an opportunity. You will get an opportunity to talk with those people. And because our English itself, we face a lot of trouble. And if you take Australian English, they speak like anything. We couldn't able to understand. We have to listen very carefully what they are talking. And UK to some extent we can able to understand, but US also, US, Australia, English, the slang, the accent modulation is something different. So when you interact with them at the end of the session, that is end of the converse between you and your customer, what you are supposed to say, this is what that we have discussed during our conversation, and this is what I have agreed, this is what you have agreed. So that is what this is something of paraphrasing, that is you are confirming that this is what that we have discussed. So this is one of the ethics that everyone need to follow during a telephone converse with your customers. So there are a lot of ethics and a lot of career oriented courses out there. So try to take it up and learn. So I'm just moving on to the next slide. This is a real-time story which was happened at DB Jain College when I joined as a placement officer in the academic year 2011-12. One of the topmost company, I'm not supposed to mention the name of the organization, one of the topmost company, they accepted our invitation and they come for a campus placement in our college during the year 2012. And on the day, morning 10 o'clock, we started with pre-placement talk. And after that, there are 4 rounds: aptitude, group discussion, technical, and then HR. So morning, excuse me. So morning, 2 rounds I got over, like aptitude and group discussion was over, and post lunch session we are expecting the technical manager he has to come, and he has to take his interview. But unfortunately 3 o'clock we couldn't get the response from the technical manager. So he just given a call to him, and he said just ask the students to come to our office, which is situated at Velachery, and our college is just Thorepakam. So Thorepakam to Velachery, it will take hardly half an hour. And our students started around some 20 students are waiting for this technical and final round. So out of 20, 15 students have went to Velachery office situated at Velachery, and remaining 5 students without any information they left for the home. So only 15 students they just keep on waiting, and the clock rings 6 o'clock, and around some 10 students they felt we are not they thought we will not get an opportunity. So all the out of 15, 10 students they have started leaving for the day. They started to home. So the time clicks on 8 o'clock. Around some 5 students still waiting for the confirmation from just waiting for the confirmation from technical manager. What happened is at 8 o'clock the technical manager he came and asked all the 5 to come to his cabin, and what happened is all the 5 persons have got an offer letter. So this is something a very real story, because without conducting the further 2 rounds, like the technical and HR round, all the 5 students have got selected without these 2 rounds. This is mainly to check their patience, level of patience. This is one of the interview techniques followed by the organization. But when I called the HR and asked, and they have told like this is what happened. For their patients, we have given them offer, and this is not happens on the everyday. This is a type of interview techniques which is followed very rarely, and so don't think it happens on a day-to-day basis. It is to some for their research purpose, or very rare circumstances these type of interview techniques which is followed by the organization. So all 5 of them have got placed, and happily they got in a very good organization. So this is something a very 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 real story which I want to share with you all. So the next part is monitoring. The HR people will monitor you from the parking slot, how you are interacting with the security person, and what is your attitude, and how you are interacting with the receptionist, and in waiting hall what you are doing. So all such things which will be monitored by the HR. So please you have to be very careful, and you have to show your professionalism over there. So the next one is the very important part is smart work versus hard work. Which one is better? Um, so coming slides which tell you which one is better. So hard work, the first one is commitment. So the commitment, which is nothing but the punctuality. Example, I can take a punctuality. So you have to be very punctual, and any targets which will be given to you, you have to complete the task well ahead of time. So that much of commitment leads to a very higher position on your life. So hard work, which is a traditional format, tedious and monotonous, and coming to smart work. So without hard work, you cannot obtain the smart work. I hope everyone will agree, because in-depth knowledge happens only when you do the process monotonously. When you keep on doing the same work repeatedly, you will get a lot of insights on that particular process. You will get an in-depth knowledge about the process. And if you keep on doing the same process again and again, it like the time which will be saved at the starting stage, you will process the your process, which will take some 15 minutes. But once you get a in-depth knowledge and you know what are the shortcuts out there, and your time also will get reduced to doing the process, and you can easily attain your goals. And which is very much required, a need of the hour is smart work and results of hard work. So that's why I'm insisting that without hard work, the smart work cannot be obtained. And You have to be very smart in your doing your thing, doing your process, and specific. I can abbreviate the SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and targeted. So moving on to the next slide. So some of the things that you have to learn from your first job. So figure out your first job is very very important, similar to your choosing your profession. Your turning point in your life, there is 10th is your turning point on your life, because after completing your 10th you have decided whether you are going for a first group or second group or third group. So similarly, after completing your graduation or UG or PG, you have to identify which type of nature of the job that I am going to that I am planning to go. So just keep on thinking and identify it. And the first one is sticking to deadlines. As I said, commitment is very important. And every day when you get into your office, I request everyone to write this to-do list. Today, these are the list I have to supposed to complete, and this to-do list help you a lot. And at the end of the day, you can also fine tune, you can also verify what are the tasks that you have done, and what are the pending tasks, and you yourself evaluation, you yourself evaluate, so that which leads to very good in your performance appraisal, you will get a very good rapport with your manager, and you will also get a higher position, opportunity to get higher position. So work-life balance, like how many hours that you are spending your time in office, and for your personal life. So this is very important. It should be balanced. If either way, any of the thing which if you spend more time on office, then definitely you couldn't spend time with your family. And don't carry your office work to your home. So that is very important. So you have to be very careful with this work-life balance. So social media, you have to make it very positive manner, and you have to utilize it in social media. You will get a lot of opportunity to meet a very great person. You can get their inputs, their insights, their expertise, and you will get a lot of information, lot of data. And it also leads to networking as well. You'll get a lot of people. I hope now most of you are using this Facebook, WhatsApp, so you'll get a lot of information through this kind of social media. So very importantly is communicating with others. Like if you are in like say I am in the finance, accounting and finance process, you will also have an interaction with other department as well. You also have an interaction with the sales and marketing, production, HR, purchase, research and development department. And also in the same department you will be having a different process. So also please try to learn the other process, so that you will be knowing about what is all about the other process. So as I said, hard work, you need to uh, show your hard work and perform your hard work, which leads to greater heights on your life. So learn to carry on with the job. Like in the interview process, all HRs they ask the question called how long you can serve for this organization. So my answer for this, like any organization, like a very small cadre company or medium cadre company, at least you have to work over there for at least minimum 2 to 3 years. You have to learn all the process and understand the company, what are the positives and negatives, so that like keep calm and keep up the good work. And at the initial stage, please do not work for salary. Just learn the practical experience. And because in our education system is totally a theoretical part, whatever we are learning in all your subjects, almost more than 35 to 40 subjects that you are learning, but how much all such things are practical oriented? Very, very, very few subjects are practical oriented. So just learn the practical exposure from the organization, and at least minimum two to at the initial stage, please do not work for the salary. Please work for the learning phase. Just learning phase is very important. Learn all the process in the organization, and then you just move on to your further career prospects. So in the next slide, you can see like carrying a notebook everywhere. After getting to your office, every day you will be having a team meeting, department meeting, customer meeting. So like you need to carry a notebook everywhere and make a note whatever the discussion which was happened. Please make a note, and which helps you a lot for the follow-ups. So the next slide is pay more attention to details. Like if any process, you will be having a process steps. Any job, you will be having the process steps will be there. Just give importance to all the steps without ignoring even a small step. So that leads to a lot of problems. So pay more attention to details. Learn to associate with the right people. So as I said, through this social networking and interacting with the people, with the other departments, just try to learn the good things from the right people, and like best practices, adopt their best practices. In a corporate world, there is a concept called praxis, praxis, that is adopting the best practices of other companies. So if you have a very good practice, you can also share through this kind of exhibition. They call it as a praxis, and you can showcase your like your best practices, and the same can be adopted by other companies as well. And you can also adopt their best practice into your process, which leads to higher productivity. So do more than assigned. As I said, after your induction program, you will be given with the objective, right? It is one of the important part of ISO as well, International Organization for Standardization. They insist that every employee will be given with an objective, and that should be pasted in their desktop. That is desktop in the sense than their workstation. So all such tasks need to be completed, and apart from as I said, not stick on to that particular objective alone. Just go on after completing all such 10, say for example 10 objective, just go and learn the other part as well, which gives you an additional weightage for your during your performance appraisal. And like every 6 months you will be having this performance appraisal, and you will be rated, and based on the rating your salary increment bonus will be decided. So enthusiasm is a key. Like always be energetic, because one of the important leadership skills is you have to be very energetic. Don't be dull and negative thoughts. Try to inbuild the positive thoughts on you, and that type of enthusiasm which is expected from any type of an organization. So next slide is don't be afraid to make mistakes. So mistakes happens, but please do not repeat the same mistake again and again. Again, I want to insist over here is there is a concept called TGW, which is nothing but things gone wrong. What is this? This is the tracker which record all your error metrics, and what are the mistakes that was happened, and what are the corrective action that has been taken up, what is the preventive measures that has been taken up. So every organization you will be having this tracker in a different name. I would have given this for a TGW, which is nothing but things gone wrong, but every company will have their own naming part for this mistake error tracker. So when you during the induction program, uh, the company, the team leader will share you these types of tracker. We just go and see what kind of error may happen, and what kind of preventive measures that has to be taken up, and all such things which you have to read before you start the process. So learning new skills, there are a lot of skills out there which is displayed over there, and I can take this change management. And now we are on the change management part, because like for the past 1 month, we are adopting this change management. You have to accept it, so due to this COVID-19, for the past 1 month, more number of online certification courses, and which is happening across the world. And so that is what the change that we are adopting. Even in an organization, suppose if you are placed in accounting and finance profile, tomorrow they insisting you to move on to marketing and sales. Please accept the change. So change management is very important. You have to be very assertive, and you have to be very good in problem solving techniques. So be no like you have to coach your subordinates as well. So learn new skills then and there. So the next slide is talks you the right decision, because once you grow, you'll be getting a lot of problems on your desk, because you'll be given with a position called team leader, supervisor, deputy manager, manager, general manager. When you keep on moving, instead of doing the process, you have to solve a lot of problems which you are facing from the employee perspective, from the customer perspective, from the industry perspective. So you have to take a right decision that shows your leadership skills. So this slide will tell you your expectation, your plan, that you thought you are planning, you are going on a very comfortable road to attain your objective. No, please look at the bottom of the picture, which shows the reality. When you attain your objective, there are a lot of hurdles out there. Sorry, I'm not threatening you, but this is the real fact is going to happen due to this COVID-19. There are a lot of economic slowdown, sluggish, which is going to happen. Might be unemployment opportunity may arise. So you have to be unique yourself. So learn new skills, and all the best for your future career. So, any questions, comments, or concerns, please post your questions in the YouTube channel. You have the comment section. Please raise your questions. I'll consolidate it, and I'll send it across through to your placement officer. You can get to know the answer. Um, so, with this note, I thank DB Jain College Management for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. I thank Placement Officer for giving me an opportunity to talk on a very lively topic on expectation versus reality. So once again, thank you all. Thanks for your time.